Bueno, como estaremos en Juego de Tronos y en fin, vamos a continuar. Estamos con el personaje principal en teoría, ¿no? No recuerdo su nombre. Voy a ver si puedo verlo, pero no. ¿Cómo dice? ¿Cómo dice? A ver. Gregor era el tío que se murió, o sea, era nuestro maestro. Roderick también murió, creo. ¿Quiénes somos nosotros? Somos Gareth, somos el escudo del que se murió, de nuestro maestro, ¿no? No recuerdo su nombre. Y antes de continuar, decir que varios de vosotros me habéis pedido el link de la traducción. Bien, pues la traducción son de la gente de Wolf Team, son de Taringa, ¿vale? Es la comunidad esta de traductores que hace la traducción de juegos de Telltale. Os dejaré la descarga en la descripción, ¿vale? Para quien quiera bajarlo. Sangre.
Blood. Fresh.
Vale. Pues sabéis, tenéis la descarga en la descripción para quien quiera bajarlo. Pues bajarlo. Vale. Es que los nombres van a ser complicados, más que nada los nombres que no sabemos, que no conocemos a la gente. Es que son personajes que nunca los vimos en... Algunos personajes son nuevos en la saga, entonces no sé. O sea, no los conozco, obviamente. Carreta.
That's Father's car.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this. Winter may be coming, but at least he'll have his bacon.
Más espacio. ¿Qué hace? ¿Avanzo?
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs. I recognize
Tengo miedo, tío.
You're a Forester squire. Former Stark bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead. Where'd you get that sword? Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a deserter.
Lord Forrester gave me this sword.
Forester. I should have known.
Oh,
That sword's too big for you, boy. You can barely pick it up.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
no. No sé si le he dado o no le he dado.
No. I'll have that sword, boy.
Ven a buscarla.
Get it, you bastard.
A ver. Cuidado. Oh. Mala cosa.
Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic.
¿Y ahora qué? ¿Ja?
You really are
Puedo elegir,
a pig
¿verdad?
farmer.
Hacha. ¡Wow! Dios. Cógela. Oh, eso duele. Buah. Mátalo.
Please,
Mátalo.
I beg of you.
Mátalo.
I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. I was only following orders.
Bueno. A ti te perdono, al otro no. Al otro le perdono.
Thank you.
Al otro le mato. O sea, tú porque eres un mandado, pero el otro, vamos.
Lord Whitehill will see you hang for this. That much I promise.
Mátalo. Joder, qué lento que es, tío. Bueno. Uno muerto, es lo bueno.
Father?
Garrett, you survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid.
Creo que no. Creo que no.
I tried to stop them.
Murió.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Joder.
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
¿Qué es esto? No me suena.
Garrett,
¿Y por qué me conocen?
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the Maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly.
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
They attacked me. I had no choice but to defend myself.
Of course. And we can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Hostia, qué mal rollo, ¿no? Ay, Dios. Oh, no, tío. Que son... como son jugar las pequeñitas. Hostia, ¿qué dices, tío?
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal.
Puto mal rollo, chaval.
Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Our house will never fall.
By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit.
No me sorprende.
Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
He gave me a message to deliver.
A message? About what? What did he tell you?
He said, the North Grove could never be lost.
Ooh.
The North Grove. Interesting. Perhaps it's more than just a myth. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg. Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Vale. Asiento del Lord. Ventana del Lord. ¿Te imaginas? La moneda del norte.
The Ironwood Grove.
¿Qué más? Escudo.
An Ironwood shield.
The strongest wood in the known world.
¿Algo más por aquí?
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tengrin. Look, I'll show you.
Clic derecho hacia atrás. Los
Lord
Forest.
Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good. Mirror. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
¿Qué más por aquí?
Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now. Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately. Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son. Roderick. He was our best warrior by far.
Nada más.
I may be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
Instrumentos médicos. Mirar. Dios, ¿qué es eso, tío? Son como gusanos, tío.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
Dios, qué puto asco. A ver, vendas.
This might help.
¿Para qué? Vendas. Vale. ¿Algo más por aquí? ¿Para mirar o coger? Puedo elegir una u
You're
otra.
limping
I'm
again.
fine, really.
Vale, puedo elegir entre el menú del inventario. Vale, perfecto. Y nada más parece. Nada, y nada más. Vamos a hablar con el tío. Hablar o mirar. Mostrar la espada. No, sí, puedo mostrar la espada.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester. By right, that belongs to Lord Ethan now. That sword has been handed down through 50 generations of Forresters.
Y la guarda ahí.
Keep moving, I need to see you walk.
He terminado. A ver, hablar con él.
Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Why do the
¿Por qué
White
nos odian?
hate the Foresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
Entiendo.
The Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
Ah, they'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
Who is the new lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course.
No le queda muy bien, eh.
I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was
No le gusta
assigned.
mucho.
Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
¿Qué pasará
What
conmigo?
will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although given the circumstances of your circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
¿Puedo ver a
Can
Ethan?
I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
Vale. ¿Puedo irme
Can I
ya?
go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Hombre.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
Es la vida.
Whatever you can recall.
You saved my life, my lady.
Yet not Roderick's.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember...
Hecho con valor. ¿Qué van a decir, no?
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Oh, sí, le contaré lo que me ha
Any last
hecho.
words before he passed, if you can remember.
He mentioned something about the North Grove.
The North Grove? What of it?
He said, the North Grove must never be lost.
Tiene que saberlo ella, tío,
Sí.
más que nadie más.
You have the Forester's sword.
This belongs with Ethan now. He's the new lord of the house.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution.
Um,
This happened on Forrester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much, I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
If not now, when?
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows
Quiero hablar con el tío ese.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye. You'll say it was justice. They'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take. Which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan?
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the war?
¿Al muro?
The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Uncle, my place is here. Who would defend the house? You said we need men who can fight.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want.
Bueno, son
I know
órdenes,
it's
¿no?
difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
I won't put others at risk. I'll go.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
Si es lo mejor para la casa, yo me voy, tío.
That settles it then.
Quiero hablar con el señor Ethan, a ver qué me cuenta.
And I'll see you have plenty of food, but we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Ok. Pero Ethan, tío, yo quiero ver al nuevo Lord de los Foresters.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you want to stay, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
I'll do what's best.
Which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester's last words were, "The North Grove can never be lost."
Sorry. You caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
Uy.
He said tell only you.
For good reason.
Pero esto es Ethan, ¿o qué?
It exists. They think it's just a myth made up by
Esto es Ethan.
wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
I told Maester Ortengrin and Lady Forrester.
I appreciate your honesty. But Lord Forrester's message was not meant for their ears. I'll speak with Lady Forrester, and I'll deal with the Maester. He's the last person I would trust with this information.
Pero esas son gente que parece maja, yo
From
qué sé.
this day forward, this must be our secret. Soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall.
Que no.
Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
En el muro no conozco a nadie, tío. Ni voy a contarle esas cosas.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, You represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll serve with honor.
I know you will.
Pero ¿a quién voy a contar las últimas palabras de mi lord en el muro? Si es que, en verdad. Allí son todos criminales y gente que les han culpado por cosas malas, ¿sabes?
Garrett, wait!
Oh, dámelo.
Be safe.
A ver. Buah.
Ethan? Ethan!
Ethan Forrester. Lord de la casa Forrester. Ah, entonces no era el Ethan, tío. Es un crío, al parecer.
Could you?
He hides too well, and if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
Ah, pues sí que es el Lord, sí.
It's
Un
just a
crío.
game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Inteligente.
He'll be
Fuerte.
fine. Garrett is smart.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
¿Que no? ¿Que no?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets
Me
himself.
subestima.
He doesn't
Que lo
know
castiguen
me
ahí,
or
muerte.
what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Claro que sí. Campeón.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
Puede que tenga que hacerlo, ¿no? Nunca se
I
sabe.
may have to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
Nunca se sabe qué puede pasar.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
You have to understand. Being Lord is a great responsibility. I can't just fool around.
Thank you for that, Roderick.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Bueno.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were Lord, I would command
Tengo que ir
Ethan
con
to
él,
stay
tío. Soy el
with
puto
his
Lord.
family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Tengo que ir, tío.
Very well then.
Es por el bien de la casa. Tengo que ir. Se siente.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as
Tú
it
déjamelo a
is.
mí y ya verás cómo arreglo todo esto.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Conozco al tío
Lord
de la
Ethan, is
guitarra.
it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
¿Qué eres, hijo de puta?
I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
¿Qué cojones te crees que eres?
How dare you? I dare, and I'll do as I damn well please.
Oh, la que has liado, muchacho.
And no
Ya
bread
está.
and salt. What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur.
Vas a morir por
No
insolente.
courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Calm yourself, old man.
You little fuck! That's how you talk to a lord?
Que te calles la boca.
Foresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Se va a morir.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Este es el cabrón que mató a mi padre, bueno, el padre de Garen.
Your
Garen,
man, Squire.
Garen.
We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here
Hijo de
said,
puta.
when your man attacked us for no reason.
Los
Hear
cojones.
that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason. You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
Vamos.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who
Okay.
did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say.
Que te calles,
I'll send him a
pesado.
raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is
Pues venga,
law.
hazlo. Es un cobarde.
You're a craven, Lord
Luchamos
Whitehill.
1-1. Que lo recuerde. Que lo recuerde, me da igual. Estás muerto. ¿Cuántos muertos?
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor.
Mira Forrester.
And Lady Marjorie's
acuerdo.
betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Son personajes que no conozco, tío. Son personajes muy desconocidos. Yo no conozco a esta tía. No sé si se ha guardado o no se ha guardado, pero vamos. Supongo que se ha guardado o no. A ver, esperamos. No pasa nada tampoco. A ver. Una moneda de Yunkai.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Ethan made this for me.
¿Qué más te envió? ¿Qué más? Otra moneda.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Carta sin terminar. Vamos a leerla.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
¿Qué más? A ver... Tomo viejo lleno de polvo.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Buen día. A ver, ¿qué más por aquí? Una ventana, mira.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Carta de madre.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
A ver la puerta, ¿o qué? A ver, ¿quién es? Sí, ya voy, coño, pronto.
One moment.
Oh,
Sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, entra.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Es un poco sucio. ¿Qué es el
Begging your pardon, milady.
cocinero? ¿Qué?
You all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
Estoy bien.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
El chaval es educado.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
You were eavesdropping?
No, not at all. I was just passing by. I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Bueno. Hombre. ¿Y quién es?
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk.
Es la puta reina.
There's something we must discuss.
Bueno, reina. No, aún no es reina, ¿o sí? No, aún no es reina, es
From the day
verdad.
you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together.
Está bien hecha.
You must
Está bien
understand
logrado.
there are limits to what I can say,
La cara,
especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
What?
She was very pleased with herself.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Es que Marguerite está con Joffrey. Pero Joffrey está... Bueno.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Claro, es la boda roja, entonces... Hostia, aún queda un montón, claro. Sí. Ah, me callo. Me callo, tío. ¡Hombre! Mira que está ahí. Mira quién está ahí.
You can do this.
Claro que sí. Mira quién tenemos ahí. Acércate al trono. Bueno. ¿Sabes dónde se guarda esto? A ver, un momentín. Ahí.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Well, I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Sí, Cersei es un poco así.
Ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he?
Joffrey.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Claro. No lo son,
They
pero
are
bueno.
noble, not traitors, Your Grace.
Oh, you northern girls tire me. Always quick to make your opinion known, with no thought or consideration for your proper place.
Lady Mira is northern, Your Grace, and new to King's Landing and its politics. She speaks her mind, but means no offense, Your Grace.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Cierto. También soy
Roose
Stark.
Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Our talent is unrivaled, Your Grace. Forrester Ironwood is highly sought after in the Seven Kingdoms.
So I'm told. And exceeded only by your lack of humility. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Hay límites,
There
¿no?
are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
I must choose Marjorie.
Que le den el rey, tío.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
Pues vale, recuérdalo.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
She's headstrong, isn't she? Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl. But not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
As you should. And of course she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner.
Sansa.
3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Qué grande que eres, tío. En fin. Sin palabras. Bueno, a ver si se guarda la partida. Vale, guardando la partida. Así que nada más, os ha gustado el vídeo. Es un poco largo, o eso creo, no sé. En fin. Seguiremos pronto. A ver si grabo más a menudo. Así que nada más, espero que os haya gustado pronto. Adiós.